entire fucking
It also creates
in Harlem?
the most serial killers.
Does it?
Yeah, the most serial killers around
We have the
the
most
ghetto.
suicides?
Aroma, Tacoma aroma.
Leslie says the rain.
Hi,
The
baby boy.
rain. For Tacoma, it'd be the
That's a
fucking
good little
coconut
boy.
plants.
That's a good
Well,
little
they
Scampy.
take all these wood byproducts and
Scampy.
turn them
Come
into
here,
paper,
Scampy.
pulp, and
Come here,
you smell it in
Scampy.
the air.
And it kills you?
Hi,
I'm alive.
sweetie.
Okay. Well, you're
That's a
stronger
good
one than
little
most.
boy.
Yes.
I'm just the one that made it out on the
Hi,
other side.
sweet
Yeah, you
boy.
hit
I didn't see any
What
of
you doing?
this. I didn't see any of this in Twin
Hi,
Peaks.
baby.
None of it.
Scampy.
Was going to obviously continue to evolve. Now, it
Come
does
here.
take a special kind of duelist out here.
Sweet and spicy sriracha. From their first crispy bite, it's all about the sauce. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
ProPlan. Fuel for life. Because exceptional nutrition fuels more than the days in your life. It fuels the life in your days. Explore now.
Patience and pressure. Patience is not passivity, it's control of emotion. Pressure is not aggression, it's control of space. When you blend the two, you create inevitability.
Hi, sweet Clovey. No, sweet Clovey.
Good girl, Clovey. Look at that Clover. Wow. Wow. Good
In his opening bout last time we saw him against Frank Amina back at KC35, and that was him arrow shaped. Like, I can't wait to see. I mean, you heard it
Wow, Clovey.
earlier. We were running out of things to
Hi,
say.
Clovey.
Spellbound watching the guy move.
Look at that Clover.
Look at the sweet baby
These
girl.
punches, these kicks, they come
Look at
from
that sweet
anywhere. You just
Clover.
expect, an instant's notice.
Hi, baby.
Could be a kick, could be a
Scampy,
punch,
no.
could be the other side of the pig. You never know. Of course. Also, separately. So, from very early on, it was clear that, and also, the U.S. State Department knows this, and the UN have been using, relying on this Ministry of Health, which is jointly run, by the way, by Hamas and the Palestinian Authority. It's the only ministry in Gaza that's jointly run by the PA. Nobody ever, New York Times never says, the BBC never says, the PA runs.
Sublime, eternal aspect of what they're doing is only about power and control. When all you care about is power and control, but you can rationalize anything. You don't have any divine principle.
Hi, Milky.
Small compared to what
Little boy, Milky. I'm being a rebellious Milky. Daddy cleaned everything. He did let the girls out first, but they didn't come out much, because once Daddy fixed the AC, everybody went inside. It was like, ooh, AC. So I was like, Daddy's like, let me out. And now I'm out, and I'm a baby. Hi, Mommy.
People really call you Luther, or did your bully in high school just have a
Boy,
list?
Milky. That's a good boy. Hi, baby. That's a good boy. Wait, come here, sweetie. Wait, go to your runsies. To your runsies. To your soubies.
Paulina has a
That's a good boy.
of corn on her leg. No, Paulina, you're supposed to put the vegetables in your body.
You know.
Naomi.
Okay, fair.
Hi,
It's a
baby
life
girl.
of a fighter, man.
That's a good girl.
Roaming around the waist, you know,
That's a
see
good
wherever
little
the
baby
day will
girl.
take me, you know, fight whoever comes.
Condoms are for boxers.
Naomi.
I do bare knuckle fucking.
Bareback fighting. It's still PKFC. Yeah. I like the bare knuckle fun club. Nah, sweetheart, it's better this way.
That's a good
I did the last one was the morning.
I was gonna say, did you watch?
Oh my god, yeah, of course. It was the happiest moment of my life. It was incredible.
Followed immediately by the least happy thing?
Well, yeah, then they came in, they brought me back to jail. But, it was just a Monday, they let me out for the day. It was pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
So you watched your son being born?
Of course, yeah, you watched your daughter being born.
I did.
Yeah.
Me too.
I did feel, yeah. He was in there. He was life coaching my ex-wife. You're gonna do great. You don't need drugs.
But this isn't necessarily somebody that has the child. This could be any child being born in the
Because
house.
I saw a child being born is not much. Well,
Like from a distance.
that could be a change.
Well, so they probably change it
Yeah, yeah.
because some
Hi,
people
baby
have
girl.
kids, some people don't. So my assumption is Alex.
You doing your
said-
diggies?
Which is making me think it's
You doing
somebody
your
with kids.
diggies?
Yep.
Baby
The
girl.
killer's in this room.
Baby girl. No, no, no. No, no, no. We don't
I
get up
do.
there, baby
Me,
girl.
Sarah, and Jay.
You're so good girl, but we don't get up
Yeah,
there.
me neither, man. That's all over the place.
Hi,
My daughter's
sweetheart.
22. Lewis's son's 12.
Ran.
And Sarah's a baby.
Baby, God, you did a
This
boo.
is ages.
Yeah.
You did a
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Like age.
Jizz.
Afterbirth everywhere.
I think it travels through jizz, this particular sickness.
Fuck,
You
that
did
sucks
a
for me.
baby already. That was
I
a
love
baby.
jizz. God
You did a
damn, what
boo-boo
am I
on the
doing
couch.
that? Big fan.
Why'd you do a boo?
That's
I'm so
okay.
proud of all
You're a
mine.
good
At this
girl.
point.
You're a good girl,
All right,
man.
I'm getting the voting going.
You're a
This
sweet
feels
girl,
like a female
Ran.
story.
Hi, baby.
Very poetic, very sweet.
That's
I
a
want to
good
know
girl.
what happens at the end of it. I hope it's Sarah's.
You're
Sarah's
a
my answer.
baby.
Me too. I also don't know if she spells her name with an H or not.
That's all right.
Well,
I don't care.
I put Sarah in fun letters.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because
Somebody else
it's a
cleaning up
fun
if everyone
story.
says that.
that's a
Also,
good
you know,
girl,
working
Boo. You
at a
just did
time
a
when
binky.
AI-generated
You're such a
content
good
is
girl,
being boosted
Buddha.
intentionally over
Just a
human-made
good girl,
content on a lot of these
Boo.
platforms,
You keep doing
including Twitter
binkies.
X, including
Just a
YouTube.
good girl.
And so I think, you know, have the
Just a
same
good
ends,
girl.
which is increased control over society, increasing the
That's a
centralization of
sweetheart,
power,
hi, baby
and basically
girl.
leading us to a neo-feudal
Hi, sweetie
paradigm
girl.
that's enforced by, you know, technology.
Right. And if anyone had any doubts about the free speech commitment of the Trump administration, all you have to do is look at what they're doing to students, protesters, just rounding them up, deporting them, trying to deport them.
For speech.
Over speech. Yeah, over speech, that's it.
Yeah, and it's really only a matter of
Buddha, I keep doing these binkies and I miss them because I'm not recording. Look at the Clovey. Hi, Clovey. Such a sweet girl. Such a sweet Clovey. Hi, baby booty.
Yeah, and then oddly, at this, around the same time, James Packer buys this property neighboring Mar-a-Lago in Florida that had previously been reserved for like the Secret Service and close friends of the Trump family. So interesting that a major figure in the Netanyahu corruption trial, who became Netanyahu's neighbor, and that's part of what the charge is about, is now kind of repeating the same thing. And one of the reasons I think Brett Ratner is really interesting and his team up with Russell Simmons is interesting is because Brett Ratner is very much involved with sort of the heir to Mayor Lansky, Al Malnick, who's this Miami businessman. Who's basically credited, you know, by mainstream media too, as inventing this way for Lansky
Oh,
and sort
look
of
at that
other
sweet Chloe.
mobster bank figures like Tibor Rosenbaum, developing these ways to sort of launder money for organized crime from illicit into legitimate ventures, and created these banks in the Bahamas and all of that to do so. And Ratner is their adopted son and adopted father. They're like very, very, very close. They have a lot of weird ties also, the two of them, to, you know, Michael Jackson's final years. And according to Jackson, an attempt to sort of take away his stake in the Beatles music catalog, and a lot of weird industry stuff there. But basically the ties to organized crime are pretty extensive. Brett Ratner claims to have been walked home from school and middle school personally by Lansky. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but that's his claim, and his ties to Al Malnick are kind of significant. So, you know, in looking at a lot of these figures, there seem to be a lot of organized crime ties. And, you know, honestly, again, I try and make this pretty clear in my book as well. Organized crime, despite the public perception that's been developed, did not magically disappear in the 60s and the 70s and 80s. Arguably, you know, it went and organized crime figures were branded as philanthropists and as multinational corporations and as oligarchs. And because of the system that was developed allegedly by Malnick, but also others, you know, they're able to sort of launder money from illicit into these legitimate ventures, and so the illicit money pumps up these legitimate ventures and allows them to become hugely
Clover,
successful and
you're
dominate their
doing the
respective
pinkies.
industries. Among other things, or buy out competitors and consolidate. And because
Oh,
of
Ram,
a
what
lot
are
of the
you doing,
legislation that
girl?
was passed in the Reagan,
That's
Bush,
good
and Clinton
babies.
eras, and
Wow, did you do a
and so on, industry
do a
consolidation was allowed
Ram, what are you
to
doing?
progress to points that were
Oh,
previously
Ram.
unthinkable
You
in the
could
United
shoot
States,
it.
creating, basically quasi-semi-monopolies in a lot of our industries to the benefit of a relatively small clique of oligarchs who dominate the country now.
Hi, sweetie. Oh, Ram, what are you doing? Oh, and I see you. Well, did you just run into the wall? Well, that was a good Suey. That was good, baby girl.
Huh.
Wow.
Now? The
That was
psychology
good.
based weight loss
Whoa.
Yes, Noom combines medication and healthy habits so you can lose the weight and keep it off.
That was a
And I
good
guarantee
girl.
it. Sustainable weight loss?
Oh,
Yes,
man.
please.
You're just
Noom
a
gives you
good
an offer,
girl.
so you don't have to be on the next road.
Wow.
Wow.
That's really smart.
Good that baby.
Oh, you want to hear the best part?
They started
Wow.
at $49. Want to know the other best part? They deliver to your door in 7 days. Noom, the smart way to lose weight.
Oh, Ram.
What are you doing, Chloe?
What you doing, oh, Ram? You're such a crazy girl. Look at that, baby. That's a good girl. Hi, Scampy. Quit chewing on a blankie.
Trump has just come
You're
into
a blanket
office.
chewer.
Do we think, or I should say,
Chloe.
do you think, as we may see this differently, do you think that
That's
Trump
good.
is
Do a pinky.
somebody who has
Do you want
the
to do a
elite
pinky,
view
Scampy?
of, like,
That's a good
hey,
little boy.
the right people are in
That's a
power,
good
let's
Scampy.
make these decisions
That's a
for
good
everybody
little
else?
boy.
Or do you believe he actually sits
Do a super
outside of that
Scampy.
system and is actually trying to help the everyday
That's a good
person
boy.
in the way that he presented
What are you
himself
doing,
while he was
Irene?
campaigning?
Yeah, so as far as my perspective on Trump goes,
Wow.
it tends to do with the view, it tends to
That's good.
revolve around the view that he is a businessman at heart and that the focus of his
Wow.
political
That's good.
style
Oh, Ram, get over here.
is deal making.
Get back over here. Get back over here,
I wrote a
Ram.
lot in my book about Trump's
that
mentor,
boot.
Roy Cohn, who was, among other things, the general counsel to McCarthy during the McCarthy hearings. He was also, a New York City lawyer that represented a lot of unsavory figures, including some tied to organized crime, and also had the ear of Ronald Reagan and top politicians in the United States and sort of bridged a variety of worlds. And he very much essentially taught Trump the art of the deal, as it were. And, a lot of his Cohn's close associates, like the Pope family, for example, were very politically connected, also connected to organized crime, arguably.
Good scam.
But we're very much in the
Oh,
business
beautiful
of
Orion.
making backroom deals.
Technically, that took place in Snoqualmie. Seems like everything was all just cherry pie and backwards talking ridges.
Scampy.
I mean, that's pretty
You're a
accurate.
good
Yeah,
little
there's a big
boy.
giant guy who goes on about weird
That's a
shit.
good little boy.
Dude, I can't believe Josh Barnett, everybody. He
That's
was
a
the
good
third
little
base
boy.
player in Mudhoney. These are all just, you could just make up those Seattle stories. No one gives a shit. This guy, he was in Alice in Chains before they popped. I was in Grunt Truck.
Broke ground on Starbucks, this guy. That's the only Seattle reference I have.
Oh, you guys don't recognize the first tambourinist from Pearl Jam. This guy played on 10. The one you love.
We were Mother
Good
Love
boy,
Lovers.
Scampy.
Fucking Jay Okerson and his grunge rock knowledge.
Oh yeah, I know all that horse shit.
That's a
First thing I tell you,
good
3
boy,
Tom Cochran songs.
Scampy.
We're in the,
Life is a
Hi,
highway,
baby.
the
we're in
first
the
one.
middle.
That's
you
my
wanna
little
go to-
We're in the
man.
middle of a
Oh, big
goddamn
boy
game,
now.
Jay.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
a
this
big
is
boy
for
now,
sure
Mr.
Tristan.
Scampy Dampy Doo.
I
Got
go
7
always
babies.
hear everybody sign and write that down.
And he's just like, I still want to be a young man myself, but I had kids so
Goddamn
young.
right you were.
Good boy,
Your
Scampy.
best theater friends were
Baby boy.
fighting there.
Hi,
Then you were
Scampy.
moving
Good
back.
boy.
Now he's got to sit in the
Good
back seat to
boy.
drive home.
Oh, good boy, Scampy.
How dare you?
That's a good boy, baby. I love you. That's a good
Very
boy.
rude.
You
Good
made me
baby.
fight you.